All right, y'all. We back. We back for part 2. Can y'all see the azalea? I'm talking. No, they pretty. They blooming. This is what I wanted to mention to y'all. If you know anybody that's getting into gardening or is thinking about getting into gardening, send them over here and see the series so people can check out the series. These videos not gonna be too long because oh no, hush. How y'all doing? Yeah, these videos not gonna be too long because y'all know that people oh my God. Oh Lord. I'm not gonna say anything. But anyway, people attention spans is what I'm getting at, you know. So these videos, for those used to my regular video, these videos are gonna be a little bit shorter. So that, you know, people will watch most of the video. If I put too much in one video, I know how people are in this instant gratification age and TikTok age. You know, if it ain't 30 seconds, an MF can't pay attention for more than 30 seconds. And if you one of them people, I'm not trying to be funny, that's sad. Like when you go to the movie theater after the credits, what do? So you see what I'm saying? If you can have discipline enough to finish a movie, you can finish a video. But okay, but that's that on that, you know. Anyhow, so to go back to what I was saying, beginner gardener series, that's what this is. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep expanding on the video before. If you did not see the video before, watch the video before. Okay, so once you've done the first 5 things in the first video, what you need to do is figure out where you're going to garden. If it's in your yard, if it's in a community garden, if it's on somebody else's land, wherever it might be, on your patio, on your porch, on your deck, whatever. Figure out where you would like to garden. My best advice is, if you're gonna garden somewhere on your own property, put it somewhere where it's easy to get to, number one, because if it's easy to get to, it won't feel like such a hassle you going out there to garden. That's number one. Number two, before you ever plant one seed, look at that space. Look at it at different times during the day and look and see how much sun, how much shade, and where do those sunny and shady spots fall. Is it full sun all day from morning to night? Is it partial shade? Is it full shade? What is it? That's, you know, figure that out. And once you figure that out, that's going to be important, because certain plants like certain things. And so you will know, okay, well, I have full sun, so I can potentially try this or try that. And I'm gonna tell you why I say potentially. A lot of things tell you they're full sun, and if you live in the South, where our sun is like a heavy or super heavyweight boxer and will knock out anything put in front of it, a lot of this stuff ain't full sun. I have seen so many people make the excuse, oh, I can't garden because my yard is so shady. I got news for you. If you're in the South, you still can garden. Stop using that as an excuse. It's not an excuse. My backyard is shady 3/4 of the day. I grow fruit trees back there and harvest fruit. If you haven't seen them, go back and look at the videos. People will, you know, sometimes I think look for an easy way out of something just to talk themselves out of something. Just say you don't want to grow, if that's the case. But if you want to grow, try, because there's always something you can grow in the shade. For instance, leafy greens, they really don't need that much sunlight because they're only growing leaves. If it's growing fruit, and when I say fruit, I'm not just talking about like blackberries, strawberries, blueberries. Fruit is anything with a seed on the inside of it. So a tomato is a fruit, cucumbers are fruit, pumpkins are fruit. All of these things are fruit. So a fruit is more or less, it's going to be usually a fleshy thing with a seed inside or multiple seeds inside. So that's what a tomato is. It's fleshy with seeds inside. Cherries, fleshy, seeds inside. Nectarines, peaches, now the strawberries, the seeds are on the outside. But still, that is a seed bearing body, is basically what a fruit is. Whereas true vegetables are like leafy greens, collards, turnips, mustards, callaloo, what else you eat the leaves out of, anything, longevity spinach, Okinawa spinach, all of those things are considered vegetables, okay? Because you're eating the vegetative growth. So that's that on that. So once you figure out, you've looked at your plot of land and you see, or wherever you're going to grow, you've looked at it and you see what kind of sun and shade requirements, of how the sun falls on it and when, then you have a better idea of what you can grow and how you can grow it. This glass got a chip in it. Turn this around. Tired of my lip going in there. Okay, so y'all bear with me, my throat. So once you do that, start lining up. Are you going to start with seeds, or are you going to go with starts, or are you going to do a combination of the two? I have done a video in the past, starts versus seeds. I'm not against either one of them. The majority of my stuff nowadays, I start from seed. But when in a pinch or whatever, I will get a start here and there. Or if I get behind the 8 ball, and that's perfectly fine to do that. So don't feel bad if you have to go from starts. But I do want to motivate you to, if you start off with starts because you're unsure about seed starting, which I get that. Starts are going to be less intimidating. If that helps you, by all means, go with starts. But I do want to tell you, as you go on as a gardener, don't get stagnant. Grow. Once you master growing those starts, whatever it is, peppers, melons, cucumber, whatever it is, onion, whatever. Once you get that down, start pushing yourself to go from seed. And the reason I say that is because, well, let me back up. Once you get those starts in your garden and you master those starts, or if you even get a harvest, even if it's a small harvest, please do not throw your seeds away. Even if those starts are hybrids, and I'm going to tell you why. So many people tell you, oh, you can't save seeds from hybrids. No, it's not that you can't save seeds from hybrids. That's not what it is. When you save a seed from a hybrid, it is unpredictable what you will get, because that hybrid, those seeds are not going to be true. So like the exact plant that you got before, you may not get that exact plant again. But in my experience and many other people's experiences, if you take those hybrid seeds out and grow them, you will get something. Sometimes it's better than what you had before. Sometimes it's not. I don't recommend throwing away seeds. I don't believe in that. As I've said before, I believe we're finna get to a point where seeds are gonna be so valuable that it doesn't matter what it is. Because when a person hungry, do they care that, oh, these leaves didn't get quite as big, or these didn't grow quite as fast, or whatever, because they hybridize things for certain traits. But just understand that you're not going to get exactly what you got. I have grown out hybrid seeds before. I've grown out things that I didn't know if it was hybrid or not, and I have no issue. I've saved seeds from all of that stuff, and more or less the plant looks and behaves the same. I'm not going to say that's going to be the same for everybody, but don't be afraid to save those seeds. Please save those seeds, because I'm going to tell you like this, from year to year, the number of starts what starts they offer varies. So what they have this year, they may not have next year. What they have next year, they may not have the next year. So you don't know what's going to be on the shelves. So if you like that particular plant, you may want to save the seeds from it, okay? Even if it's a hybrid. And also you want to get in the habit of saving seeds, because what sense do it make to continue to be so reliant upon various companies? You have no clue if the company will go out of business. You have no clue. I'm just going to be outright and say it. Some of these companies, as I've said before, they are against certain communities. And we go up in there and spend our money, and they use our money against us. That's out of order. Save seeds. So once you grow your stuff and you save you some seeds, then at that point start pressing yourself and say, okay, next year I'm going to start more stuff from seed. You don't have to start it all from seed. Just start a few things from seed. Get your feet wet. So go a little step at the time. You don't have to go big leaps and jumps on to the next thing. Take your time and do a little bit by little bit. Expand your skills a little bit by little bit. Go as fast or as slow as you need to go. Don't let somebody else tell you how fast or how slow you should do something. Now, don't drag your feet either, because some people, they underestimate themselves. Try not to underestimate yourself. Push yourself a little bit. That's part of life. People, they lag back too much when you really should be pressing the gas a little more. I'm not saying to the flow, but put your foot down a little, you know? So press yourself to get out there. And I think I'm going to end this video right here, and we'll start back up with part 3.